Hello, chat. I hope you all are doing
Hello.
well.
Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
There we are. It's almost fall. We're getting so much closer.
I don't know, it's fall already.
Give it
I'm seeing
back.
it right now.
I mean, mentally, it's already fall for me. Physically, it's still a little hot out.
It's spring here, and I'm
True.
so jealous of everyone experiencing autumn right now.
Yeah.
Oh,
I'm glad for everyone like getting excited for fall,
Yes.
but man, I'm really not looking forward to summer.
We don't
Yeah.
wish not fall upon the people experiencing
Yeah.
fall. It's just that we wish we were also experiencing fall.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
by
why can't
all
we
means
all
go.
experience the same season at the same time?
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah,
What the
but
hell is up with that Earth?
why can't you just like be flat?
Right.
Be flat,
did,
Earth.
I did think about that actually. I thought about that
Get your life
recently. I was
together.
like, what do flat earthers think about seasons? Like, what's their
They probably
stance on
have-
that?
It's
They-
it's just like a
Coming from
big
someone who
circle
knew
of
a flat earther,
weather and
they don't.
there's a disk above the Earth that's just like a cycle of weather and temperature and atmosphere, and it just spins along with the Earth.
What were you
That-
saying, Cove?
Is interesting.
Coming from a person who knows a flat earther, I can greatly say that they don't consider weather at all,
Oh.
let alone in two hemispheres.
Well, that answers that.
Yeah.
I
mean,
don't think
it's-
he has the baseline processing power to know.
I mean, it's kind of like how Greenland doesn't exist. You know, it's those countries that are supposed to be having different weather from us. They're just made up too.
Whatland?
Exactly.
Iceland? There is no Iceland. Iceland's just a myth.
Oh my god. We will never escape
But this
SpongeBob.
Greenland.
No.
Greenland is super real.
Or-
You should go there.
To preface early SpongeBob.
Don't worry about Iceland. Just go to Greenland.
Did they mix the names of those two places up when they put the map
I'm
thing?
pretty
Uh,
sure
no,
it was intentional.
so-
It was to
Yeah, it was
mislead.
intentional so that people would go to Greenland instead of Iceland, even though Iceland was more habitable.
Because that happened.
All
to
according to
an area near us. They did mix up the two names on when they did the maps, and the names when you swap them make sense because the one talks about a view and the other one talks about a kloof, which is like a valley kind of thing. But the one in the valley got named the one with the view, and the one with the view got named the valley name, and it was like interesting.
Wait a second.
Anyway,
Okay, so actually, I just looked it up. Greenland actually was named. It's believed that it actually was named in order to get people to encourage people to go there. But Iceland was just named because it was snowing there when the person who was like first documented it arrived
So-
there.
What in the Christopher Columbus? I feel
humans are
Okay.
very strange.
Get that ugly name out of your mouth. Smack, smack, smack.
Oh. Yes, the recap is a doozy. I thought it would be, and it is. That's another thing I was trying to do at work yesterday and kept getting interrupted doing. I tried to write the recap, and then people came in. No, that's when the lady who talked to me for an hour came in, actually. She came in and I was writing the recap. I was like, well, I guess I'll do this when I get home now. My shift's going to be over in an hour.
I'm sorry we spun this like intricate tapestry.
This is the tapestry that York sees. It's okay.
We'll try to be
And that
more-
means
Or
it's-
it's looking at the tapestry as it updates daily, and it's just like, what are these idiots doing now?
We-
Form
we're-
of tapestry this morning.
Wait a
We're
second.
decorating the Mind Palace.
Yorick gets, even though Yorick's stayed behind, he gets to see what we're doing on the tapestry, and he's like, that can't be right. What the fuck?
Yeah, the
Wait,
tapestry is
And
just
then
medieval
anything
social
referring to
media.
Ponto is just these checks.
Nadine, check this shit out.
It's medieval social media. You walk up to this big like tarp and you weave your post into it in the morning.
I was about to say, wait, is the tapestry just Facebook?
That'd be really funny.
I was just thinking Varaxes just sitting, like, someone comes up to Varaxes, asks him a question, he's like, shut up, I'm watching my stories, and just stares at the tapestry.
But like nothing happens at first, so you're pretty sure he's insane, and then it starts moving a little bit, and you're like, oh no, wait a minute. Wait, something's happening there.
What was
You
in
just
that
look
tea?
away, and suddenly another row has been woven. You're like, did you just do that? Well, I
He,
wasn't
he
looking.
refuses to elaborate.
Varaxes is like, my fan theory confirmed.
You're what?
But who does he ship?
You'll have to ask him.
He should.
Varaxes is going. Varaxes
I
is
wonder
going
if
to
he just
Reddit
starts
to
squealing
discuss fan
relentlessly.
theories.
r/Varaxes.
Wait, what did you say first, Lie? Sir?
Goes to
I
Reddit.
said Varaxes is going to Reddit to discuss fan theories.
Yeah.
I don't know. I
goes-
think he's too good for Reddit.
He goes
Yeah.
to his Reddit orb.
I don't know where Varaxes would post. Varaxes would maybe use Blue Sky.
Yeah.
Good.
But he's like an ancient dragon. Wouldn't he post on Facebook?
No, that's true. That,
He writes
Uh,
amen
yeah.
under
Right.
AI.
yeah,
MySpace.
he still
There's-
uses MySpace, and no one can convince him that it's out of date.
Live
He
journal.
has a Facebook account. He just hasn't logged into it in like over a decade.
Yeah, he doesn't remember his password either.
No
You
worse.
need
He's
Facebook when you have when you have MySpace.
Were
I
you
would
saying that,
agree.
Brooks?
I was gonna say, worse. He's one of those last people who hung on to like Google Plus or like Google social media.
Oh no, that is worse.
Ugh. Brother, ooh.
His grandson told him that was the place to be. It was the next big thing, and he was like, cool.
Oh, we need a Aurelia AU.
Like, just open a channel and just let us go to town. We'll do it for you.
Honestly, I might.
I mean, the modern AU is I'm really invested in modern AU, so you know, we'll make it happen. Chance, you have the power to do this.
It's very true.
Makes it.
I have the power.
Sorry, we've
Yes.
probably been like,
There's
we've
nothing
been, like-
wrong with a pre-session chat.
Yeah.
Let me find Winston. There he is. Yeah, if everyone is good and
Winston.
ready, let's delve into the recap.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily a novel, it's more of a novella this time, but it's still pretty long. Alrighty. So you all see Winston by the fire with his tome.
Welcome back. Last time, the party made their way down the mountain from the Feathered Fortress. The group decided it'd be a good idea to rest up before leaving for the Shrine of Winter. Vincent mentioned that the journey wouldn't take more than a day, roughly around 8 hours or so. The group realized they needed somewhere for the soulless folk they were taking with them, and the idea of using the portal party as a temporary space for them was agreed upon. Talos contacted Munson and talked about the two working together on some magic items similar to the portal party, and Munson agreed to help Talos when he and the party came by. Candles told the party about the fragment of chaos and order, and explained to Ponto that it might not be a good idea to merge with it until the group knows more about it. As the group returned to town and began to make their way to Vincent's house, the party took notice of someone gazing at Talos from an alleyway. After being called out, Talos was approached by a hobgoblin gentleman, who asked for his help in smithing something. He mentioned he needed a forgery of an artifact to give to someone who would take his life if he didn't have it when they arrived. He explained that he had to sell the artifact to a traveling peddler to make enough money to get by. And he explained that the artifact was a dragon-slaying pike passed down to him. The hobgoblin introduced himself as Hickory and mentioned that the man after him was Andreas, the orc that the group originally met, who was hunting Alder, the astral chimera the party met before. Hickory was invited in to join the group for dinner, which Barney and Rue worked together to prepare. Tom got the soulless folk into the portal party and contacted Nadine, who mentioned that the stag ritual had gone well, and that Yorick was doing fine. Talos took the Butterfly Knight's corpse out to the outskirts of Erlich, where he built a pyre for it, and laid him to rest. Afterwards, he spoke briefly to Suotan about the Butterfly Knight being laid to rest, and asking that he give him peace. Suotan agreed to assure that they pass on peacefully. Robin spoke with Varaxes and Witherin, and after a brief conversation, agreed to take on the service of both of them. Witherin mentioned that Robin's condition stems from them being aberrant-born, chosen by a great old one that lies deep beneath the ocean in Resvoltis. All Witherin wishes is for Robin to break ties with this great old one, as it would aid him in repairing the Astral Sea and ridding it of the Yawning Dark, returning it to a state of purity. Robin agreed to try and get rid of the Eldritch being in exchange for Witherin's power, which he agreed to, and a pact was formed. The party had dinner and readied themselves for bed. At night, Barney asked Talos if he could work on the other half of Butcher Block, so he could gift it to his mother. Talos agreed and peered into its past, seeing its past adventures with Guinevere and the birth of Barney, and her time settling down and eventually passing the blade on to Barney. Talos contacted Ingris, reporting his progress and offering the fragment of Gorn to him, something he said he would gladly accept. Gond agreed that Ingris would be a worthy contender, and Talos agreed to offer Gond to him when they next came by. Ingris also spoke of having a couple of things for Talos as well when that time comes. Later that night, he forged the artifact for Hickory and worked on Butcher Block, making it into a beautiful masterwork, working himself to exhaustion and finally getting some rough sleep on the floor of the bedroom on his way to climb into bed. The next morning, the group had breakfast, and Bruce agreed to venture with the party to the Shrine of Winter, leaving Vincent and Rue behind in case someone needed to jump into action to help Hickory. The party set off towards the Shrine of Winter, and along the way an eerie voice called out to the party from the distant warmth of fire. Bruce warned of a tale about a witch that took people in and didn't release them. He mentioned he didn't believe them, but it was something to be wary of nevertheless. As the voice called out, Ponto went and investigated, much to the behest of the party. He found that there was a lovely old woman who offered him soup and warmth. After a bit, the party followed and came to the realization that though it was eerie, she truly meant them no harm. The group learned that she's related to the Frost Hags, and that while she was kind, her sisters were not. The woman gave candles a magic cauldron that could utilize monster parts to make unique alchemic concoctions. After a short bout of rest, the party headed out and continue the last leg of their journey to the Shrine of Winter. And that's where we pick up. I can't wait to see what they get up to this time.
That is indeed where we pick up. Let's see here. Where are we? There it is. So, you all depart from the kind lady's house, who you've known as the Hearth Mother. she provided y'all with some soup and gave you some temporary hit points and some warmth. And Bruce will continue to lead you all north towards the Shrine of Winter. But, you know, as you all kind of step outside, Bruce will stop and turn to you. So, I suppose the stories are not quite true, clearly. But maybe it's a case of folk having run-ins with their sisters.
Yeah, I think people might need to update that story. Maybe Pomegranate could be the one to do that.
Don't put me on the spot like this.
I'm sorry.
No, we need to hype her up.
Okay,
You fucking
hang on
got
one
it.
second.
Gonna be the next Ursula Le Guin.
I suppose you wouldn't have to do it now. It's just something to think about in the future. I'd hate for the poor lady to, you know, be mistaken for someone who's out to cause harm. I'm
True.
sure it's something we could work together on.
Right.
But
So,
we shouldn't be far from the shrine.
I suppose we should carry on then.
As we're going on, like, do you mind if Gunther uses his hearth place to, like, inspire other people just to, you know, keep going?
Sure.
Just kind of use his fire
Inspire.
resolve. Basically just gives a number of creatures within the hearth place, which I think is a 30-foot radius, a d6, so.
Cool.
Yeah. Just there for you all.
Nice.
Yeah. As Gunther inspires the group to press on and finish out this last leg of the journey to the shrine, you all press on through the winter winds. And Bruce is going to make me a survival check. Okay. So you
And
all...
also, like...
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, sorry. I was going to say, like, the NPCs also get it, too, if they're within 30 feet. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
No, you're fine. But yeah, you continue onwards, and for the most part, it's pretty easy going. Aside from fighting through some of the blowing winds and the snow that's being kicked up, it's nothing too dangerous or strenuous. But as you all are walking, Robin, you feel something in the back of your mind. Something like a heartbeat. Just this steady boom, 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 in the back of your mind.
Is it withering?
Though you haven't had Withern with you for too long, you would recognize that his presence is more of a kind of cold presence, not necessarily something like that. It's a new feeling.
Alright, can I make a check? Maybe a conception check?
Yeah, make a perception check.
14.
So you kind of halt for a moment and listen in and try and pinpoint what's happening. And behind that beating, you can hear what sound like distant whispers. They're very quiet, but they're certainly there. And something about it feels off. Make me a wisdom saving throw.
Wisdom saving. All right.
Oof.
Do any of us
20.
notice?
Nice.
Very nice.
Nat 20.
No, in total.
Oh, dirty 20. Gotcha.
Feel nice.
And to answer your
Props.
question, yes, you all kind of notice Robin stop for a moment.
Robin, are you okay?
Is everything all right?
Do you need mint moss? We got lots of that.
No, it's fine. I'm fine. Don't worry.
Can't believe Palm didn't offer them a butterfly.
Those are for her.
You sure, Robin?
Yes, I'm sure it's fine.
Let us know if you feel weird, okay?
Yes, I'll do that.
And Robin, the whispers start to get louder until you hear very strange sound in the back of your mind.
Fuck, they're picking up a number station.
Connecting to the internet.
Oh my god, like when we met Varaxes.
I mean, we're all giggling. That was pretty scary, though.
Yeah.
No,
yeah,
no.
Yep.
This is definitely like a laughing through the pain type of thing.
Yeah,
Yeah.
exactly.
Robin is going to hold their head as it hurts.
Do we see this?
Yeah, you all notice this.
Robin?
It's
You're
just a
right.
headache.
Candles, do you have
like
anything?
Willow Bar?
Yeah, I was just gonna. That, great minds think alike.
Wait, what did Candle say?
I asked if Robin wanted some willow bark. It's basically like
Down
medieval aspirin.
Sure.
All right, here you are.
Thank you.
It's very bitter,
I'm-
but it works.
Of course.
It's okay. I'm going to save it for later if it gets worse.
Is there still snow around us?
Yeah, there definitely is.
Robin, maybe you could get some snow and put it on the back of your head.
Yeah, maybe that will be a good idea. Robin is going to grab a bit of snow and put it on their head.
As you do, and the cold kind of starts to soothe you, you feel your vision just momentarily go dark. And when it does, you see an eye open. When you close your eyes, you can see, it's almost like a vision. As your head kind of throbs a bit, you see a vision of a large eye opening, bloodshot, looking right at you.
Okay. What are you?
There's no answer. And about as abruptly as the sensation started, that throbbing starts to subside, and the whispers start to die out, and you feel normal again.
All right. All right. I feel better now.
Are you sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Okay, good.
If you need to take a moment, at any point, just let me know.
I will, but yeah, I think it would be better if we don't waste time.
And I think it's best that we get this done as soon as possible, and then so that way we can go back and see if we need to figure things out.
Excuse me?
Oh no, I was agreeing with Robin. Just
Oh,
basically, just saying like best to try to go on and push forward, and then hopefully try to get this done as soon as possible, so we can, if we need to, we can figure out what's going on with them.
Okay, I'm gonna turn my AC off because apparently it is picking up on the stream side.
Oh no.
Okay, we should be a lot better now. Yeah. As you all kind of recollect yourselves after that experience, Bruce will continue to kind of lead you onwards, and he'll kind of look back every now and then just to make sure everyone's all right. And for the rest of the journey, nothing else like that seems to happen to you, Robin. You seem fine otherwise. Just whatever spoke to you made contact in that moment for just a second.
okay.
Yeah, Bruce will continue to lead you all onward. And you all walk for, I'd say at this point, about 2 hours. It's a pretty straightforward trek through the snow of the north. And you can see up ahead in the distance is a temple. You can see it looks to be very old, made of this kind of tannish gray stone. It is very, I wouldn't say it's dilapidated or anything. It's just, it doesn't look like any temple you've seen before. It looks very ancient, very almost unused. You can see that there is frost clinging to it, and there doesn't seem to be any light coming from inside or anything. Oh, it's been quite a while since I was last here. Definitely remember it looking a bit more inviting than this.
Seems like it's been a while since anyone was here.
Well, last I was here, there are priests inside, and I know that Lilthart, the father of winter, their messenger, frequents the place. Is usually here. And I'm kind of I'm hoping that they're inside. They could be of good use.
Yeah, I hope so too.
Maybe we should just proceed with caution in case something bad's happened.
Yeah, let's be careful. Bruce will continue to lead you all forward as you kind of step up the stairs to the place. It's already pretty cold, but you feel for but a moment it gets somehow even colder as you kind of step up the stairs. And then it feels as though the closer you get to the door, the more cozy it starts to feel. Despite the cold, it's not bothersome, it's almost soothing.
Soothing in the way that people dying of hypothermia feel warm, or
I guess in that way, but you would. It's in that way, but you're not experiencing hypothermia.
okay.
I will assure you of that.
Is it possible to roll something to figure out what's going on?
Yeah, I'd say make me an Arcana or a Religion check. I'll take either.
I can do Arcana as well.
Well, that's a 7 on the dice.
Ooh.
Ooh, I got that 21 for Arcana.
You folks can take this one.
I got
Tom's like, ooh, it's cool.
I got a total of 24 for Arcana.
So as you all start to kind of make out what this is, what this might be, you're sensing a presence of some kind of divine magic, and this, I would say you're able to kind of piece together, especially based on what you were just told by Bruce. This is likely related to Isenfiel, who was known as the Father of Winter. Is the god of winter, actually. That comforting cold seems to originate from him. We're visiting Santa.
No wonder he's not home. We picked the one day of the year he's not here.
He's out delivering presents.
We're missing Christmas.
Shit, I gotta get Nadine something.
Well, I guess since we're proceeding with caution, shall we just peer through the windows, or what's our plan?
I suppose that wouldn't be a bad idea. I don't know how much we'll be able to see. And Bruce will kind of point out the window. As you can see, there is a pretty thick layer of frost and rime on them, on the outside at least. You can kind of see inside, but it's not the most clear picture.
Ho, 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 ho. This looks
there
like
any-
Panto.
Are there any are there any kind of like structures around, or just like just the building itself?
So you mean like, what do you mean by like structures?
Like, are we like walking through like some like ruins with like the temple in front of us, or is it just like the temple itself?
It's the temple itself, but the stairs leading up to it it's kind of an archway. There are these pillars made of that same kind of grayish tan stone. But other than, yeah. Are you using your Echoes of History?
Yeah, buddy.
All right, go for it. Go ahead and make me a history check.
At disadvantage, because I am very sleepy.
Oh yeah, you did have
Yeah,
exhaustion.
got a level of exhaustion.
Alright, so one of those would have succeeded, but the other one was a 2 on the die.
Dang it.
So
I still get something.
Yeah, in your state of lethargy, you reach out to try and glean what could have happened here. And while you don't see much, you do see someone walk by and go inside. You can see walking into this structure. At first glance would look like a minotaur, except rather than the likeness of a cow or bull, they have the likeness of a white stag.
Ow. That always gives me a headache. Any of you know a white stag person?
Oh, you,
All
you
right,
doing all?
stag.
Are you doing all right?
I tried doing visions and it didn't work, but I did see someone walked in there. It was like a minotaur, but they were like a stag, a white stag.
Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
you must,
Stegosaur.
you must have seen Lilthard.
Lothar?
Lilthard is the messenger of Isenfield. They usually look like, a normal white stag, but sometimes they take on a more humanoid form. So I suppose that's what you may have seen.
Huh. Yeah, I guess I saw them going inside. Can't really tell you how long ago that was, but
I suppose it'd be worth checking it out.
Right. And once we get the chance, I'm making you coffee because you look exhausted.
Yeah, when we get back, you should maybe take a bit of a rest.
Right.
I'm fine. We've all been without sleep for a night. It's all right. He says,
Honto
blinking
looks at him.
independently.
Oh no, he's frog blinking.
Oh no,
No.
I've spent a lot of time sleeping.
That you
Actually,
have.
you can turn invisible. Like you would be good at kind of like scoping out what's going on.
I would, wouldn't I?
You
What is-
would. Oh, sorry,
you-
what were you about to say, Barney?
There you go. You go ahead.
Oh no, that was all I was gonna say.
Well, there could be food in there. You never know.
Damn. Ponto's gonna slide down off of Gunther. Get stretch. Big stretch. And he's gonna turn invisible.
All right, is Ponto heading in?
He is.
As he's heading in, could I use my shirt sight cantrip on him?
Sure.
Awesome.
So, Ponto, you turn invisible and you begin to head in. The big stone door, as you kind of creak open the large stone doors, you can see bits of frost crack away and fall to the ground, and you are met immediately inside with a long corridor where sits this very decadent looking velvety blue rug. There are unlit torch sconces on the walls, and it seems to go into a much larger room at the end. And you can see also are pictures on the walls. They seem to depict a frost giant of some kind. If you'd like, you can make me a religion check.
Ponto, a religion check. This will be good. First grab. That is a total of 11.
You're not sure who this is per se, but they look powerful. Big horned frost giant wielding an axe. And on one side of them is a white stag, and on the other is a wolf.
Does Gunther also see this as well?
Yeah, you do. You could also make that religion check if you want.
Sure. That will be a 16.
So with a 16, looking this individual over, you would be able to easily piece together that this is Isenfiel, the god of winter. And beside him are Lilthart, his messenger, and Cyprus, his guardian. Lilthart being the stag and Cyprus being the wolf. Yeah, is Ponto continuing on into the larger room?
Oh, absolutely. The man said, "That's a picture." Okay, and kept going.
Something else you notice is carved into the stone of the floors appear to be snowflake patterning, which might not mean anything much to Ponto, but it's pretty. But continuing on into the larger room.
Something to someone, but not this little man.
Continuing into the larger room, you can see the windows in here are up a lot higher off the ground, and the center of the room is some kind of altar. And knelt down beside the altar, you do see that there is someone here. You can see that, similar to the person that Talos described, is this very Minotaur-like, but they are a stag, a white stag, and they're knelt down, seemingly in prayer.
Is Ponto seeing a large drumstick like in the cartoons?
Just a big cut of
Maybe
venison.
so. He's just standing there like, would anybody know?
I can tell that this is Lothar, right? Lothar, right?
Yeah, you can tell that this is Lilthart.
You can also tell that Ponto's taking way too awkward of a long pause.
I'll let everyone else know. I don't like right now. Ponto's pausing a little too much right now. It doesn't seem like he saw any danger yet, but maybe we should go. Round him up.
Oh, I guess we should probably knock.
Yeah.
Do you knock on the door?
Yes.
You knock on the door, and Ponto, from your perspective, you hear knocking from behind you, and it seems to echo pretty loudly, actually, through the space, through that corridor and into that larger room. It echoes, and the person who is knelt down in prayer gets up and slowly turns and begins to make their way towards the corridor and to open the door. And you're invisible. You're right. You said you turned invisible, right?
Yes.
Yeah, they begin to walk past you, and they stop. They look down as though they're looking directly at you. You're not sure if they can see you or not, but they're looking directly at you. And then they keep walking. They go to the door.
Ponto's little fucking prey instincts kick in, and he basically like stances up, even though he's not really sure if he could be seen, but he's stancing. Nervous.
And yeah, from the other side, you all see the door open, and standing there is the individual that Talos described. He's dressed in a bluish robe. It, again, similar to the floor inside, has more snowflake patterning on it. It is decorated in these kind of black and white gemstones as well. They also seem to have similar ornaments hanging from their horns, from their antlers. And they step out, and kind of look the party over.
Hello, Mr. Lothar.
Hello. Can I help you folk?
Yes. We can bring some folks here who have been absconded with by a very wicked individual. Right now, they don't have their souls with them, but we have other individuals, these feathers here, who are doing their best to try to figure out how to help them out. We're wondering if you can provide some sort of shelter for them in the meantime.
That I can certainly do. Please do come in. Lothart will open the doors up wider and beckon for you all to step inside. Yeah. Do you all follow?
Yes.
Yeah.
You can come out now, Ponto.
This does
Ponto uninvisibles, but he's like crammed into the corner of like a cabinet or some sort of like spot he can hide in.
Yeah, easily enough. You're like able to hide behind like a crate. You're able to hide
Like
behind,
you
a
can
crate
see
in the
him now,
corner.
but
Yeah.
he's very noticeably hiding.
I'm kind of imagining how Chopper in One Piece hides.
Ponto, we can literally see you.
He can see me too.
Come on, let's not be rude.
Lothart, as he begins to make his way back inside and lead you all towards the larger room, the unlit torch sconces on the wall light up, and they give off a very interesting icy blue flame.
Ooh.
He leads you into the altar room. After a moment or so, you can see that he steps away behind the altar and pulls out some mats and sets them down and beckons for you all to sit.
You'll sit.
So you said these individuals are without souls?
Seems to be the case, yeah. We rescued them from the Feathered Fortress, you see.
I admit I do not know much on souls. However, I would like to help however I can.
I think that would be perfect. I
Yeah,
think. Oh, sorry. You go first.
Any help will be appreciated.
And the feathers will also speak up. We would also like to help. Any assistance that could be offered, I would gladly welcome. And it is no trouble that we take in these folk. We unfortunately do not get many visitors here to the shrine. It is quite out of the way for most people. And it is always a welcome sight.
Thank you for having your door. Excuse me. Thank you for having your doors open.
Of course.
Yeah.
The acolytes are away at the moment. They're making a small pilgrimage and we'll be back within a couple of days. For now, it is just I and Cypress. When they come back, I'm sure they will be able to also assist in tending to these folk. For now, it will solely be me. Cypress, while a good guardian, is not the most gentle.
All right.
Makes sense. And you said how long is it before the acolytes get back?
It will be a couple of days. Their pilgrimage typically takes about a 4 days journey and 4 days return.
I'll kind of look towards the feathers and say, I know this is a lot to ask of you all already, but do you think that for at least the first couple of days you all can help tend to them as well, just to like feeding and just caring for them while you're doing your studies?
They all nod in agreement. Yes, we can certainly do that. It'd be the least we could do.
And hopefully once the acolytes get back, then you all can put more of your focus into studying for the souls and everything.
Hey, speaking of souls, didn't someone, get some of those when we went into the vault?
Yes.
From a jar full of
Am I
souls.
holding on to it?
Yeah, I believe it was Palm.
She pats her clothing like when you're doing your wallet check.
Yeah, wallet, keys,
She's like,
phone.
She finds some butterflies, some moss, some random crap, a zipper tie. I've got them right here. Should have checked that pocket more often.
Luthart will gently take them from you and set them down.
Palm checks to see that the orb is still safe.
Yeah, the orb is still safe.
Good.
The orb's still safe, and there's still an eye inside of it. This Gower is still inside.
Did he never hang up? Oh no, wait, sorry, I was thinking of Gower. Oh yes, that's right, Gower's in the... Okay.
Yeah.
I'm with you now, sorry.
Just hear the beep, 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 beep.
Gar's in there phoning every single number in existence just to see who picks up.
And as you kind of inspect where the orb is and pull it out and meet eye with Gower kind of speak up. Oh, it's quite cold out here now.
It is. Hey, are you using up all my data?
What's that? Is it
Nothing.
like your nose?
I'll put you back. It is very cold out here.
I mean, I suppose it's not really a bad thing. It's just different.
Do you want to occupy the room?
I don't know if I want to stretch myself out that much right now. It's nice being compact.
I
Character,
don't
you
know
might
that
want also
feeling.
be out of character. You also might want to be careful. Like, I think cold air like dries out eyes pretty.
That is true. That is true.
So also, you might want to get permission
Can
first.
confirm.
Sorry, what'd you say, Talus?
You might also want to get permission first.
Permission from him?
Permission to let Gower occupy the room, I imagine.
Yeah.
Oh, right. Forgot about that.
We don't own this place.
That's true.
Yeah, kind of looking around, this place looks like it'd be a lot to taste at once.
It would be like getting your tongue stuck on a frozen lamppost. Don't ask me how I know this.
I don't have a tongue, but I imagine that's a bad thing.
How do you
It's
It'll
know?
be
not
like
great.
getting your. Wait, what? What do you say, Dallas?
How do you know that?
No, what?
I forgot.
Hmm?
I'm very tired.
Story of my life right there.
Just imagine it feeling like your optic nerve getting stuck on like
I
a
would
frozen.
not like to imagine.
No,
that.
I'm
Thank
going
you.
to
Nope.
block that from my
just
mind.
cut.
As someone who's had an ice pack stuck to their eye in real life, I get it.
No.
No, no.
I'm in pain. This conversation is painful. My eyes.
The curse of hyper empathy.
Oh, that was an
Well
awful
then.
time.
I'll just Okay, wait. You can't just say that, and we can't just move on.
Ah.
Are you okay? Did you?
Yeah, I'm fine, and I was fine. It's back when I was in marching band, and I had a sty. I think it was from just sweating a
God,
lot.
not that.
So I was keeping an ice
Eyes
pack
are
on it,
awful.
and I fell asleep with the ice pack on my eye, and I woke up and it stuck to it.
Oh no.
No. Okay, but that's like a really good ice pack because mine warm up very quickly.
It stayed cold, and it was painfully so.
Wow. But styes are awful. I don't blame you for putting an ice pack on it.
Yeah, it was not a fun time. I
heads up
had
to-
antibiotics, though. That helped with that, so it was good at least.
Bane just drew me something really cute. I'm gonna put it in Discord. It's
Also-
Tom holding the orb. It's very cute. Wait.
Also, just a side optometry note here. If you want a sty to kind of go away a little bit more quickly, a warm compress will help out a little bit more.
Oh, good to know.
And they feel very good.
Yeah.
The warm compress thing has never worked for me, but I think also it's probably because I'm very impatient and I'm like, I either wanted to not be there or to get really big and pop or something and then it'll be gone. But I hate that in between phase where it's just like irritating and you're like, if you were just a bit bigger, you could drain, you know that, right? We could be draining right now, but you're playing.
We could be something so much better than this.
I hate it.
See if you applied yourself.
Also, for people curious about makeup, that is like the number one way I get styes is when I either have lent my makeup to someone or used a brush that hasn't cleaned properly. Always clean your makeup brushes and never borrow makeup. It is so unhygienic. That is like the quickest way to get a sty.
Also, protect your eyes in general, chat. It's a good
Yes.
it's a good
Yeah.
idea.
Yep.
You need those to see. You need your peepers.
Yeah.
Please.
Anyway, after that
I care
exciting journey.
inside, yeah.
Look, I'm living for this, so this is my jam.
Eye health.
But yes, we can certainly take care of these folk for you. And when the acolytes return, hopefully there's a ritual or something we could perform to return the souls to them.
That'd be great.
Thank you.
Is there anything else we could assist you with while you're here at the temple?
Before we do leave, Palm, do you mind letting the feathers touch the orb so we can contact them?
Sure. All of them or a representative?
All of them is fine. Like, mostly just want to make sure we keep in contact with them.
All right.
And yeah,
She presents the orb.
they will touch the orb as well.
This is a case where you've got to put a description of where you met the person next to their name and your context. Otherwise, you're never going to know who the heck this is.
Yeah, technically they.
Fact.
I guess you all don't technically have names, do you? Or do you have names?
No, we don't.
Well, I don't want to force that on you here. I think it's just best for you to kind of go based on how you feel. I guess it's kind of to you if you want us to help you out with that, or if you just want to kind of take your time and think about it.
I think it might be best if we think on that.
Sounds good.
Not
Once again, thank you all for doing that.
Trash boat.
Now we're getting to regular show here.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Wait.
And
Yeah,
W.
Gunther-
Carl.
Gunther will give them all a hug. I'm doing all this and we probably aren't leaving just yet, but I guess whenever we do leave, he'll give them all a hug, just wishing them best and just reminding them to call if they need any help.
And yeah, they are very appreciative of that. Seems very evident that it's the first hug they've ever received.
Oh. They're like, is this an attack?
Am I being grappled?
Am I being insulted?
I mean, to be fair, Gunther is grabbing all these three in one hug, so I mean, it probably feels like an attack at first, but
Mass grapple.
Assaulted.
Yeah. I need to make a character one day that casts Mass Cure Wounds that way. It's a group hug.
Aww.
I love that.
Dear diary, I felt love for the first time today.
Wait, I thought that
Compassion.
I thought that was the way Gunther did lay on hands.
I kind of like that. I mean, I feel like Gunther would just do lay on hands on you with any type of affectionate type of touch. That's consensual, not weird, but
I know what you mean.
I was just thinking about that. That sounded really weird at first, so.
No, we get you.
Yeah. But yeah, if it's just an affectionate, hand on the shoulder or even just a hug, I guess whatever people are in the mood for.
Pat on the shoulder. Go get him sport.
Hearty back slap.
Yeah.
Go get him,
a
champ.
locker room butt slap.
The back slap does 1d6 force damage, but it also heals them for more than the damage, so it's okay.
Yeah, it all balances out.
Wait, if you hit a commoner with it, would they die first, then get brought back to life?
Yeah.
It depends, how much HP does a commoner have?
Usually 4.
4.
It's
Well,
just
they
luck.
better-
Does a crit auto kill? Do they just straight up die and the healing doesn't take effect?
That would be so sad.
It kills them, but their corpse looks immaculate.
Slap the ass so hard that there's just nothing left.
The anti-ass.
Oh my god.
the Thanos slap.
Her butt just looks like someone went in there with a big melon baller.
Oh god.
Wait, no, we gotta bring up the SpongeBob image now.
No.
Broken butt.
Anyway,
We're grown adults here.
Of course we are.
Promise.
Well, some of us are.
Is there anything else I could do for you?
do you require any kind of financial assistance to care for these people?
We have plenty of accommodations for anyone we take in. We have rooms
Alright.
and plenty of food.
All right. Well, the offer stands.
It's appreciated, but I believe we'll be able to do just fine.
What's the time roughly about now?
Time-wise, I would say it is... So you all left in the morning. I'd say it's around 1 p.m.
Or suppose I could make us all lunch.
Food?
Yeah, be down for any
I could
food.
go. Yeah, I could go for some lunch.
Well,
It's been quite a long trek.
after last night, I definitely wouldn't turn down any of your cooking.
Oh, thank you. Well, let's see what I could do. Maybe you could just make something real quick.
Has Ponto finally come out of his hiding spot now, or is he like still?
With the discovery of food, definitely.
And yeah,
Somebody needs to-
Lothart, at that
He's very
will-
food motivated.
He phases in.
He appears. Yeah. Lothart will
Don't
look
mind
to
me
you,
just
Barney.
apparating.
Shall I guide you to the kitchen?
Oh, that wasn't aware that there was one. That would be great, yeah.
It is not much, but it's certainly usable.
I'm pretty sure I can make it work.
Yeah, Lothart will lead you to the kitchen. He leads you out the far end of this room, kind of towards the right, opposite of the altar, and down a short hallway and into the kitchen.
Cool.
Has some of the essentials. It has a sink, has a wood burning stove, and a spit roast.
Cool. Well, he'll bust out his the picnic basket with his ingredients in it and his cooking utensils.
Yeah. What's Barney cooking?
I'm gonna look up something right now.
Go for it. And while Barney is cooking up, what's everyone else up to?
House is slumped against the nearest wall, pillar, or any possible comfort area a cat can get into.
Lothar will
taking
actually
one out
come
of
over to
Ponto's
you,
foot, I see.
Talos, and kind of peer down. You look weary. I could offer some assistance to you.
How so?
I could offer cryotherapy.
I'm gonna be frozen?
No, but it will be cold.
Oh, I don't hate the cold. Okay, sure.
And Lothar will kneel down beside you, and you see this icy blue glow on their hands. And they'll reach out and begin to very gently rub your body. And like they said, it is cold. It is quite cold. But you feel your weariness, your exhaustion start to slowly ebb away as this happens. Now, whether it's because it is so cold that it is jolting you awake, or it's a case of, actually healing your body through cooling it down, whatever the case might be, your level of exhaustion is taken care of. Is that better?
Was he like lying down or like something during this process? I've never actually done cryotherapy before.
I imagine Lufhard would have been able to do it to you just as you were sitting. Wouldn't need you to lie down or anything.
I imagine he does that thing where like he rolls onto his hands and then like front flips onto his feet. Oh, much better.
If you are cold, I have blankets.
Oh, I've got this thing, and he pulls out his shield.
Oh. If there's anything
here,
Oh, I was going to say if there's anything else I can help with, let me know.
Oh, I don't know. Do you need any repairs done? I'm a blacksmith.
Well,
that's a yes.
yeah, you see Lufhard kind of thinking on it. Cypress could use some help, actually. Cypress has 2 axes that he wields, and they aren't in the best state right now.
Leave them to me. Like, literally, I'll need them to work on them.
Right, Cypress you'll find down that way, and he'll point down another hall. He's in there. I don't believe he's still asleep. He was when you all arrived, but he should be awake now.
All right. And he just, with renewed vigor, just cat zoomies over there.
Yeah, you make your way down the hall to where you were pointed in the direction of, and stepping into a room where you can see there's the flicker of light, which at this point you would recognize as that same kind of blue fire. You can see that there's a fireplace, but it doesn't look like the fire's hot. In fact, you all would have noticed as you walked past the torches that it's inversely a very cold fire. But sitting on a bed in this room, just kind of on the edge of it, seemingly lost in thought, you see, looks to be a Loboskaran. He is a wolf man. He has kind of icy gray fur, and you can see that he has 2 little fangies that stick down. They look almost like icicles.
Aww.
He got 2 world TVs.
Yeah.
Oh wait, we found another. It's another wolf boy.
We got 3 now. We got to put them together.
We're
They can
gonna have a
cuddle.
full dog sled team.
If we find a few more, we can make the road rovers.
Pretty soon it's gonna be the Iditarod.
Yeah.
I was just
Don't
gonna
be-
say.
Don't be weird, boy.
It's a bunch of like buff wolf men. It's the Iditarod. Don't laugh at that. All right.
No.
You can't
Just
stop
like-
me.
It was funny.
Hi, I'm here to work on your axes.
Oh, hello.
Hi. I was told you have axes in ill repair, and you're all doing a huge favor for us. So I thought I would return the favor by fixing your weapon.
I'm doing a favor for somebody.
He corks his eyebrow.
Right. Well, we asked your friend here if they can keep an eye on some people.
I'm just surprised to see anybody here. All right. What's your name?
Delos Flintclaw.
Nice to meet you. I'm Cypress.
Nice to
Oh.
meet you, Cypress. Now,
Stand up and begin to make his way over. As he
how
stands
tall
up,
is he?
he is tall. He is 8 feet tall. And he makes his way over to you and tries his best at a smile. It mostly looks awkward.
Right, so you said you could work on my axes?
I'm trying to think of how Talus would react to someone taller than him. Yes, I absolutely can. I mean, I can do a basic like sharpen and polish work. If you have any like more magical materials, I could try an enchantment, but that might take a little bit longer.
Whatever you think would be best. I don't
We can
really
start-
need them immediately. No, should
All right.
danger break out right now, I have my teeth at least.
All right. Well, we can work on like a simple polish and repair.
You can see on a stand nearby, he grabs his axes. They are made of this, very similar to his fur. It's kind of icy blue steel. The handles on them are made of this fine kind of ebony wood. Despite how in disrepair they seem to be, they do look very nice. Even still, you can see that they have wrappings on them, seemingly not necessarily holding them together, but helping so they don't degrade any further.
Very nice.
Thank you. They were a gift from Father Winter.
Who is Father Winter?
Lizardfield. He is the god of winter.
Oh, I see.
And I act as a guardian of sorts.
Respectable. When he hands over the axes, Talus is gonna trigger giant size.
How
There
tall
can only
is
be one
Talos
big boy.
when he's in giant size?
Anyways, I'll get these started right away.
I imagine you're definitely taller than him at this point, and he seems unfazed. He seems completely unfazed, but he hands them over.
All right. Talus will take him, find a place where he can work without bothering everyone, and get to work. Just doing some basic repairs.
Sure. So as you kind of set up and begin working on these axes, go ahead and make me an ability check with your highest score. And you can add your smithing tool proficiency to it.
Yeah.
Sandy claws.
That's going to be a 21.
Yeah, so with a 21, sure enough, you're able to see all the battle-worn bits of these axes, and you're able to reinforce and polish them, make them nice again, repairing any of the cracks on them, and getting them back to high performance. They look beautiful.
Alright, I imagine this takes several hours, so we can jump to someone, like another person.
And yes, to answer that question, yes, that was a bot. It said best viewers on something.
Yes.
Yeah.
It was a pretty convincing name, so
Be
that's why I
gone.
was wondering.
The
No,
best.
Nightbot
best viewers are
actually
here.
took care of it for once.
For once, it wasn't me.
Yeah, we got the best viewers.
We sure do.
We do.
Yeah, is anyone else up to anything?
Probably be
Maybe-
taking advantage of just kind of like the downtime to do another study session for the bone of enfeeblement.
Yeah, go for it.
Okay.
And I believe that was an intelligence check, if I remember right.
I believe so.
Yep, go for it.
Okay. So that is going to be a 16.
16. So I'd say with the amount of time that you have, as Barney's cooking and Talus is forging and others are doing things, you're able to get in a very, very good study session. And you can go ahead and add Bone of Enfeeblement to your alchemic concoctions.
Oh, hell yeah. Right. Cute.
Was anyone else up to anything?
I think Palm will be making some doodles in her sketchbook.
I actually want to talk with Palm.
Oh, sure. She will be drawing not smut, just normal doodles, very normal doodles.
How quickly does she close her sketchbook?
Yes.
Palm calls it safe for work, but you can definitely see like musculature, like it's defined.
Yeah, it gets flagged by Blue Sky when she posts.
They get marked as questionable on E6.
Yeah, Palm, you see Robin approaching as you're doodling.
She casually turns the page. And then she draws the Stagator.
Nice.
Are you busy, Palm?
No, not really. You feeling alright?
Yes. There's something I'd like to ask you.
Sure.
What do you know about the Astral Sea?
Well, I know Ponto's from there, isn't he?
Is that a question for me or a question for Robin?
I'm just confirming that what I have in my brain is correct. Or asking
Ponto
for
isn't
confirmation.
from there, but he's attached to it.
His mom's there.
Yeah.
Okay. Why? Why do you want to know?
I was curious.
I have never tried making a portal to there. But I suppose I could if I knew what it looked like.
No, it's fine, don't worry. Do you
Maybe-
have Octavi? Yes?
No, I was just thinking maybe you could ask Ponto about it, but I'm not sure how much sense you could get out of him.
Yeah, I think I'd rather ask Octavian. Do you have his contact in your world?
I do. She produces the orb.
All right, yeah, you pull off the orb, and who are you gonna
Be
contact?
careful with that.
You're gonna
Don't drop
contact
it, there's-
Octavian, you said.
There's lots of people
Yeah.
in there.
I'm saying not to drop the orb again because there's people in it.
Maybe.
I mean, there is at least one in it now, physically.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. There will be someone listening. If you would like privacy, I'm sure we could ask Gar if they want to get in my pocket or my paint tin or something.
I mean, if
But
you
definitely
want,
not my sketchbook.
If you want to close my ears that don't exist.
I'm not even gonna think about how that works because my brain will melt.
Alright, if you could do that, please.
Don't worry, I won't listen or pry.
Cool. I dial Octavian's in the orb.
Yeah, you contact Octavian. Hello?
Hey, Octavian, it's me, Robin.
Robin, it's good to hear from you. Gaius mentioned that he's been looking all over for you.
Yeah, tell them I'm fine. But this is just a quick call. What do you know about the Astral Sea?
The Astral Sea, quite a bit. It's essentially what links us to some of the higher planes, and the Astral Sea is inhabited by an entity called the Astral Feast that keeps it intact. Aside from that, there are all kinds of demi-planes that rest upon it and can be accessed from it, such as the Yawning Dark and a few others. What were you curious about? Anything specific about it?
Is there like a guardian and something there? Because I think might be corrupted. Maybe it was absorbed by something else.
Corrupted. Most corruption I would know about for the Astral Sea would be the Yawning Dark. It's leaked out into the Astral Sea before and ended up here on the material plane, but it's been fine since then. The Watchers of the Weave, the group employed by Bone Snap years ago, took care of that. Although I suppose it's always possible that it could tear again.
Do you know how long was that? How long ago?
That would have been before the convergence. I believe roughly about 25 years ago.
Okay, here.
Would have been taken care of in the last year before Aurelia converged.
All right.
Is there something you're trying to figure out?
No, don't worry about it. I was just curious.
Right. Well, I'm very glad you're safe, and I'm sure Gaius will be glad to hear too. Is everything all right with your condition?
I don't know if it's a condition anymore. If you get in contact with Gaius, can you tell them to call us back?
Yes, I certainly will.
All right. Thank you.
Of course.
I think that was everything.
Right, and if you need anything else answered, please don't hesitate to reach out.
I will. Thank you, Octavian.
Yeah, he'll bid you farewell.
All right. I'll be back. Artemis outside for some reason.
Oh no.
Uh-oh.
The boy has escaped.
The boy's deployed.
He's establishing an outpost.
The Artemis
Instinct
outpost.
returning. Is that the fine Sailor Venus?
Oh. And as this is all going on, after the call ends, Gower will look over to you, Palm, from the orb. So, what you drawing?
Oh, a little bit of this and that, you know.
Ooh, could I see?
Sure. Just give me a second. She flips through. She finds.
I mean, it's not like
It's not like what.
it's not like he would know.
No,
It's not like they
but
would know, right?
it's very vulnerable, you know.
Why
she
did you just flip like
finds-
10 pages there?
She flips through and finds something that she considers to be mildly impressive, and she shows him.
Those two
Ooh,
people doing with their mouths.
pretty. Lots of colors.
I'm not sure why Candles looks like a hamster in this one. Just pretend it looks normal. But I enjoyed the coloring in this one.
It's quite nice.
Would you like me to draw you?
Sure.
This is gonna be easy, she thinks to herself, and she draws a circle. She draws an eye in the circle. And she shows him. Ta-da!
Oh wow, it's like looking in a mirror.
Amazing. Thank you. I'm glad you like it.
Oh, it's
I mean-
fantastic.
I just realized that when you say it's like looking in a mirror, it's not necessarily a compliment. It's just a statement of fact. It might mean that I was too accurate and someone didn't like their hair or something. You know, people are weird about when you draw them.
Well, I think it looks good.
Excellent. Hey, do you wanna see the drawing I made of sorry, what was the stag's name?
Lothart. I'll type it out.
Lothart. Thanks.
I was about to ask if it's going to be the sketches of Guinevere.
I mean, she could show those, but I don't think Gar would know who it is, so...
Yeah, you show
Yes.
the drawing of Lothart. Oh, you captured them pretty well too.
I think the antlers could use some work. They're kind of tricky when they keep moving. They'd have to stand still for me to really get them, but thanks. I'm glad you like it.
I think I saw them praying. That might be a good one.
Oh, yeah. I wonder if they're still doing that. I mean, it's a temple, right? They probably do that often.
I wouldn't
Just wait
know.
for him to
I've
move
never
to
been
that
in
idle
one until
animation.
now. It's my
What was that?
Never been in one till now, so I would know.
Oh, right. A temple. Sorry, I was thinking idle animation.
I've never been in idle animation till now.
My brain. She decides to be vulnerable, and she's like, "Do you want to see this drawing of somebody I kind of like?"
Ooh, sure.
And she'll show her drawings of Nadine.
Oh wow. She has a lot of eyes.
She does, and to be quite honest, I'm never quite sure which ones to look at when I'm looking at her. I also don't know if it will be rude to ask which ones I should be looking at, or if it's better to ask. I don't know.
I mean, I feel that
She
way
makes me
often.
really confused about a lot of things. Oh, true. You only have one, don't you?
I only have the one, so I never know to look at the left or the right, and, you know, having two on both sides might even be more confusing.
Maybe I should do that thing that performers sometimes do where you look at the person's forehead instead of their eyes.
Ooh, that's a good idea. I should try that too.
Yeah, she's very cool. She's really strong, and she's a huntress, and I get very nervous around her. I don't know how to fix that though.
I wouldn't say I'm an expert on love or anything, but maybe you should let her know.
That she makes me very nervous? Do you think that would help?
You know, like gracefully let her know that.
Gracefully? How does one gracefully let someone know that they turn into a hot mess near them?
Indeed, I sweat a lot around you.
Maybe I should write her a letter.
Ooh, that might be a good
Nadine,
idea.
I can fit your whole face in my mouth.
Another drawing is. Wait, what?
I'm sorry. I was thinking of like a Duncan Eddy comic where it's like,
Yeah.
I can fit my whole face in. I can fit your whole face in my mouth.
Yeah.
I've just
Palm
been-
just spills her heart out, and Nadine is like, I could fit your entire head inside my mouth.
Then Prom would get extra nervous.
Hell yeah.
It did just like that door he door over.
Yes. You're not the one. Next. Hot.
Oof.
I mean, if I
I've-
were going to gracefully tell someone that, what would I say? You make me feel, I don't know,
So young.
shaky in the legs, jelly in the arms.
That sounds not very graceful.
You know, when
I
you don't
suppose
have a
I
body
should
to
just-
They're
work
not
with,
familiar with limbs.
Yeah, when you don't have a body to work with, it's a little hard to be descriptive.
Do you like someone?
Romantically, no, not really. I don't know. Even if I did like someone romantically, I could only really tell them. Like I could really do anything. Blink at them, I guess.
You could get in their mouth, I guess.
That sounds like an awful experience. I'll be
Sorry,
honest.
what?
Get in my belly.
And, to some, that would be the ideal romantic scenario, but I'm not one of those people. Though no disrespect to those who are into that. But I guess, I mean, love is weird, and people are weird, and you know, there's no real recipe for what's right and what's wrong. Well, there are some recipes for what's wrong. There are illegal things that we're not going to talk about on here right now.
I mean, robbing a bank together is pretty romantic.
That is romantic.
That's kind of hot.
Yeah.
Just look at Lupin the Third.
The downfall of
on.
capitalism as a date, I'm down for that.
Yeah, I
It's a
don't
murder on the
think
dance floor.
getting their
One could
mouth would
say.
be very nice. I find it kind of revolting tasting the outside of people, so tasting the inside of them sounds a lot worse.
I mean, if they ate a lot of mint moss and mint butterflies and they brushed their teeth, maybe.
But I'd be tasting
then-
all of them. Like, you know,
The thing
like
is-
the stomach acid and the heart.
Yeah,
and-
because it's like a tube, isn't it?
Yeah.
Okay, nix that idea. Pretend I never said that. That's horrible. Don't
Out
get
of
any.
curiosity, is this like being discussed like out in the open, or like are they whispering this?
I'm assuming that she was like sort of a little ways off, but if people are walking by, I'm sure they would be hearing.
Yeah, absolutely.
She's very into this discussion. I don't know if she's really paying attention to what's going on around her.
Did Gunther walk by and hear
Oh,
this
blessed.
conversation?
He's like listening to the digestive tract romance.
I mean, Gunther's not going to judge. He's just going to be just like, I guess that's what the kids are into these days.
But anyway, Palmer's gonna say, I suppose she seems like a very straightforward person, so maybe I should just say it and not worry about being graceful.
You're my favorite.
TJ workshopping the crap out of this.
Please.
Look, you need some puns. You know who to come to.
You're my favorite is so funny.
I mean, you could make a lot of eye puns too.
True.
Screaming in the office. Don't get fired on our account, please. Anyway, yeah, sorry.
I was gonna say, this lovely conversation aside, is Barney finished cooking by this point?
Yes.
Before things get even weirder, let's pan over to Barney.
Let's slide to the left.
to something normal. Food.
I mean,
we're
it's
talking about
it's
food.
not- yeah, it wasn't
Oh my
exactly
God.
not the same topic as what we were just discussing. So
a lot of flavors today.
Yeah.
yeah,
Guy Fieri will be so proud.
So yeah, Barney has made sheet pan cheesesteak sandwiches that basically
Ooh.
has some slices of bell pepper and an onion.
And yeah, this
And yeah.
smell is wafting out of the kitchen and then making its way into the larger room. And Palm, you had noticed this as you're having your conversation with Gower, and Gunther, it hit you as you're walking by. It smells delicious.
Gower, can you smell that? Can you taste that?
No, I don't really have a
She holds them into the air, like an antenna, as if the reception will improve when she lifts them up.
Oh, I can kind of taste the smell of it. Ooh, that's pretty good.
I think we should go and see where that smell's coming from, because I am starving.
I agree.
But she will make sure her sketchbook is closed and tucked away before leaving.
From innocent eyes.
Yeah, you're
And
definitely
Yorik's not here,
able
so are
to
any
do
of our
that.
eyes innocent?
Crow.
True.
No,
Yeah,
not
Crow-
my son.
Crow's seen it all.
Poor Crow. Having to carry the biggest burdens.
Ben-
Pom is like, she needs to protect Crow's innocence. Meanwhile, Crow has seen more than Pom ever has in her
Yeah.
life.
Crow would end up being like
Crow's like, I've seen some shit.
at the very top of the top 10 anime betrayals when he rats out with what's in Pom's sketchbook.
Amazing.
Yeah, you all
Shiny
smell
muscles.
the smell of lunch being made. You all convene in the kitchen.
Yep, neuron has been activated. Ponto is en route.
Yeah, sure enough, Barney's sandwiches are ready. Bruce kind of steps
Nice.
in and looks excited. In the moment he smelled it, he stepped in and took a seat at the table.
Alright, should be ready about now.
Does Bruce have his knife and fork up
He
and
does. He has
a little bib
on, yeah.
tied around his neck?
He is ready, primed.
Yes. And Lothard also joins the room, takes a seat, This smells lovely.
Oh, thank you. I do sincerely hope you all enjoy it.
And to the surprise of probably the rest of the party who hasn't seen him yet, Cypress steps into the room. 8-foot-tall wolf man. Steps into
Oh
the
my
room.
goodness. Hello.
Oh, hello
Look
there.
at that puppy.
Hello, I smelled food.
Oh yeah, lunch is ready. I made us all some.
Ooh.
Name's Barney, please. So you can just call me Barney.
I'm Cypress.
Oh yeah, Cypress, your axes are done.
Oh, thank you.
You hand him over to him.
Yeah.
Oh, this is lovely.
Oh, just make sure to polish and tend to them daily. They should keep.
I will see to it that Cypress tries to remember.
I'll remember. I appreciate it. Thank you.
No problem.
Oh, and Talos, this is for you. Just like slides over like a shot of espresso.
Thank you.
Since you're all so tired and all.
Yeah, he tries to pretend that he didn't get cured.
Can I make
Thanks, babe.
Can I make an
Inside
insight
check.
Sure, Talos, make a deception check. Barney, make an insight check.
No, my worst stat. It's a 0. He's an honest boy.
Hell yeah, I got a +1.
Right there. I got a lucky that 8.
I mean,
Hey, so
you also have that D6 too.
So if you rolled an 8, Barney also rolled a total of 8.
That's so cute, actually.
That's amazing.
That's cute.
Gosh. Can I just keep the 8? I want to keep the 8.
Yeah. So since you both tied, you both reroll.
It's a 6.
Oh man, you are struggling.
I rolled a 7.
Oh no.
Can you at least tell that I'm like not lying to be mean?
No, he kind of like, so he sees you like clearly faking it. He kind of just like, he just like looks and he just like smiles and then doesn't say anything. Doesn't like make any comment about it.
This Talos drank the espresso.
Oh, absolutely. And I think he thinks he's getting away with it. And so he like perks up. He's like, wow, that really hit the spot. Thank you.
Talos gains 1 level of hyper awake.
Yes.
He gets one level of zoomies.
Yeah.
1 level of poncho.
Gear second.
Tachycardia.
Oh my god. Not tachycardia.
He dies.
You
On a
healed
scale
him
of
too
1
much.
to Ponto, how close are you to a heart attack?
No.
Never mind, I'm just fine.
Yeah, you all enjoy a very, very nice lunch. It is very filling and very tasty.
Thanks, Barney.
Oh, you're most
Thank
welcome.
you, chef.
Oh,
Thank you.
No, if I could have
Thanks,
you
Barney.
if I could have you and Rue cook for me every day, I think I'd live the best life in the world.
Is he proposing?
Or before
He's getting in line.
Oh my god, love
Yeah, he's got to get in
triangle.
line.
Oh my god.
or is it get in line?
That's a 9 out of 10.
Cat eyes, like focus.
That was
How
really
about
delicious.
that?
Wait, what did you say?
How do you know that I'm trying to get in line?
Oh. Oh no.
I don't know if maybe like a real situation.
No, I think you are. Like, as far as I know, I think one tell us really disclosing it to anyone.
Yeah, we kind of like decided to keep it like on the down low, so we figure out like how they feel.
The robot.
Yep.
They're missing some high quality content.
They are missing some high quality content.
They goes our fun.
It'll
It's unbroken connection.
The pun chat. The stream. Still good. Maybe you may make like little robot noises. Can't get out of
Just Just put on that audio that you played in Rob's
Yeah.
That'll definitely.
Yeah, that's an audio. I actually made that sound.
Whoa.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
shit.
that was you?
Yeah.
Jeez.
Holy.
Ow.
There we are.
Cool.
We fixed.
Yay.
I'll reveal my secret to you.
complete.
I'll reveal my secret to you at some point.
Chat, you missed the juiciest gossip. Sorry to say.
Yeah, chat really missed out on this one.
Everyone hooked up briefly while we were roboting, and
Except for Ponto. Ponto is asleep.
what I was actually going to ask, speaking of Ponto, is if Ponto sees the delicious brown juice being given to Talos and Talos only, and does he get jealous?
Oh, it got me that time
That
too.
is a very
that is interesting.
It's a very fair assessment. Let us see.
Because I feel like at this point, Ponto is like, when you have different pets and they don't eat the thing that the other pet eats, but when they see you giving a thing to the other pet, they get jealous, even though they don't. They wouldn't eat the thing.
25.
My dog eats catnip because he saw the cat eating it and he got jealous.
That sounds like an indie thing to do.
It does.
You can tell he doesn't like it, but he's making himself eat it because the cat eats it, and it's got to be good because the cat's eating it. I mean fresh catnip, as in like the plant, not dry catnip.
But 25 on a perception check.
Wait, so what was your perception check for?
To see if he saw Talos with the coffee, and only Talos with the coffee.
Yes, absolutely.
I did a roll as well. I got a nat 20.
Ronnie, I hope you have decaf because Ponto and caffeine is going to be scary.
Well, we've already established that Ponto isn't affected by caffeine.
He gets a little
We did the
buzz.
die roll.
Oh, right, okay.
Ponto is going to stand up. Probably some form of food still half in his mouth. And he's going to step up onto the table and he's going to walk over to Barty. And he's going to kind of like stance in front of him and look at him. And give Talos coffee. You
Yeah,
didn't
he was-
give me any.
Yeah, you look tired, and also you didn't ask. But if you want some coffee, I can make you some. In fact, I can make coffee for everyone if everyone wants.
Yes.
Personally, I think that sounds lovely.
All right. I'll do a head count, and I'll make some coffee for those who wants.
Just keep in mind here, we probably need to leave here in a little bit though, just because I guess are we trying to make it back to your like before nighttime?
Yeah, probably a good idea.
Tell you what, suppose once we leave here and we reach Ehrlich, I can make us all coffee then, yeah?
That sounds good to
Yeah,
me.
that
That would
sounds
be
better.
nice, especially after a long journey.
Well, if you all are heading back out, shall I give you means of contacting me, or have you your own means?
Did he
Yeah,
get orbed along with the feathers?
You
I don't
didn't,
think
but
he did.
you can if you'd like to orb Lizardfolk.
Produces the orb. Sorry, I was just letting my dog out for a potty.
Oh, no, you're good. Yeah, both Lilthard and Cypress will be added to the orb.
Gotta catch 'em all.
I think we've exceeded the orb context at some point.
It's deleting my old contacts.
Yeah.
We won't be able to contact any of the people we had in the beginning of the campaign because they're being wiped out.
See, luckily when
One
Octavian
by
made
one.
these orbs, he anticipated that someone could just literally ask every living being to be in the orb. So it's boundless as to how many people can be in the orb. You just can only contact up to 8 at once.
Yeah.
And if you really wanted to, you could put an ant in there if you wanted.
I don't want to have her added on Facebook.
Interesting. Stop fingers.
Right, so are we ready to head back?
Right, yeah. Again, thank you for taking this matter off of our hands. We weren't entirely too sure what we were going to do with them. And I hate to kind of just leave you with them, just arrive and leave, but you've been a great help.
Well, we do hope to be able to help them, and don't think of it as dumping them on us. It's sharing in responsibility of making sure that they return to their normal selves. You were able to get them this far and keep them safe. That is quite noble.
We really do appreciate that. Thank you. Oh, and Ponto here, and he'll give his other half of his sandwich to Ponto just as like an apology for not making him coffee. You could have that.
Does Ponto partake?
Yeah, Ponto was on the toilet. Ponto
In the
does in
portal
fact
potty.
partake.
Portal comes out of the portal potty.
Reaches his
No,
little hand
first he
out,
comes out of the
grabs it.
kitchen.
Yes. No.
As long as
That
Ponto
goes
washes his
back-
hands, he. Oh, sorry. What are you saying?
Yeah,
Tell
he
us.
comes out, goes back in, washes his hands, comes back out again.
Yes, yeah, 100%. Did you wash your hands? Door closes.
What's washing?
6 steps running.
You know, that is a good question. Ponto actually takes a bath.
Bold of you to assume.
Oh God.
Boy.
Stinky boy.
Little stinky.
I bet Poncho thinks the sink is for drinking.
You drink from the hose.
Yeah.
But yeah, whenever Ponto's ready, he can get back up on Gunther's head.
Yeah, right, so if we're ready, let's make our way back.
Sure, yeah.
Oh, I
I'm
hope we
ready.
run into someone.
Or what'd you say, Ponto? Kind of cut out just a little bit for me.
Ponto was wishfully thinking to run into someone for a little bit of murder.
Oh.
I mean, considering what we have to do back in Urlik, that could be a possibility, but let's not wish that,
Just small
manifest
one-grade
that.
violence.
Kendall's just
I think it's time to go.
quietly manifesting in the corner.
Poncho woke up, chose violence.
I think Poncho has two modes, and they sometimes overlap. It's food or violence, and sometimes it's both. Yeah, you all head on out and begin to make your way back.
Making our way downtown.
As Bruce leads you all back towards Erlich, things are pretty quiet. You can see that it's a bit easier to see. The winter winds have died down a bit, and you're able to kind of follow the path that you came through to get here, and follow that back. On the way back, you pass where the Hearth Mother's house was. And you notice as you pass it, you definitely can see where it was because it left an indentation in the snow, but the house isn't there.
Interesting.
Huh.
Suppose she shows up when people are in need.
Makes sense.
Makes
Yeah.
sense.
Suppose so.
Were we in it?
Well, it's quite cold.
It was a pretty hectic storm, yeah.
Fair.
So keep your wits about you.
Yeah, you all continue, and after a short while, you all arrive back at Erlich. Oh, well, that was not as bad as I thought it was going to be. Definitely work on the legs, but we made it.
Yeah, it was quite a trek, but, nothing too hectic, at least.
Honestly, it was a lot easier than I thought it would be.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well, let's see what the other two are up to. He'll lead you all into Vincent's house. And stepping inside, you can see that Vincent and Rue look exhausted.
Ooh.
Hey.
You're back. How did things go?
Went smoothly, I guess. It's without issue.
I wish I could say the same happened here. It's not that it didn't go smooth. Well, it went well, but not smoothly. That Andreas guy showed up.
Oh, everything all right?
We dealt with him. Not easily. Also, we don't think
Can you be
he's
more specific?
actually dead. We got into a bit of a scuffle with him, trying to protect Hickory. And then, he started to crawl away and disappeared.
Oh.
Wait, what? So he-
Hickory or the other?
Andreas. He did.
So wait, he attacked you?
Well, he was going to attack Hickory. But, yeah. He attacked us. We helped. We jumped in to help.
Attack him for what though? He was promised. Look, didn't Hickory give him the item, the artifact?
Yeah, he did, but I guess he found out through some kind of magic that it wasn't what he was looking for.
Oh,
Unfortunate.
I think he cast some kind of identify spell on it.
Where's Hickory now?
He's upstairs.
Is he okay?
Yeah, he was unhurt, but we told him to come in here and hide until we knew it was safe. We actually just got
how
back.
long ago did he crawl away?
About 2 hours.
Ho ho ho! And Ponto's gonna climb down off of Gunther.
I'll let that happen.
And Ponto's going to then turn into a dog.
Alright. Forget he could do that.
Are you guys going after him?
Oh, it seems like he's becoming a bit of a problem, isn't he?
Yeah, I suppose so. I don't know where he's gone, though. Like I said, he started to crawl away, but then he disappeared, and I don't know if he just turned invisible or if, he teleported or something.
Well, I think perhaps between Ponto and North, I think they might be able to suss him out.
All right. Yeah. Is Ponto gonna try and sniff him out along with North's help?
Oh yes, absolutely.
If you're wondering what way he was going, he was heading south.
Can I just say Ponto's already on it because I just rolled it with advantage because of keen senses and I got a nat 20.
Yeah.
Nice.
So yeah,
Ponto is on it.
You start to head south, and you would kind of recognize the smell of Andreas from before. You would recognize these kind of orcish musk to him that he has, the smell of leather and hide that's been cured, kind of that scent. And following that, it doesn't take you very far. Despite the direction and despite some of the remnants of the battle that took place, he doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby. You can sense it you can sense the smell from bits and pieces of things he's left behind, but he himself doesn't seem to be anywhere nearby. You kind of look around. You're not picking up on any sign of him.
The Ponto is the confusion. He's just gonna kind of like walk up to Barney and telepathically tell him, "Gone. Gone."
Alright.
I think that's Talos. That's for Talos.
What's up?
It was a joke. I'm sorry.
I know. I was playing into it.
Right, so seems like he is just gone. Probably some sort of teleportation spell, like you said.
If he got away and he's really headed out for Hickory, I suspect he might be back at some point.
Okay.
I'll ask Talos. I know. First off, do we know Talos has echoes of memory, or like he can use that ability? I guess. I don't know if we.
He's like openly demonstrated it a few times.
Okay. I was gonna ask. I know you made the artifact. I don't know if Andreas took it with him, but do you think maybe you can track him with it by any chance?
I'd have to touch the artifact.
Oh, okay. Never mind.
There's a locate object spell, isn't there? Perhaps. Would any of us be able to cast it?
I have no magic.
Yeah, but I don't have the ability to cast that.
I do have the ability to cast that. Also, I am just assuming this, but do we know if did Andreas take the artifact with him? I guess I'll ask.
Yes, you would know that he did. He did take the artifact with him.
Yeah. Let me pull up locate object then.
So he robbed him.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's like, this is not what I wanted, and took it anyways.
Yep.
What a jerk.
So, yeah, I can use locate object. Describe a name or object familiar to you. I can sense the direction up to the object's location as long as it's within 1,000 feet of me. If the object's in motion, I know the direction of its movement.
Let me look at the spell. Okay. Locate an object known to you as long as you've seen it up close. Okay. I would say using locate object. You have seen it before, clearly, since Talos made it. And as you kind of focus in on where it might be, you do know that it is not within 1,000 feet of you. However, you do know the direction it is. And you know that it is up on the surface somewhere, seemingly towards the more central south of Aurelia. Not too far from where you last encountered Andreas, actually.
Okay, so pretty much next to the entrance.
Yeah, very close to there. That general direction, at the very least.
Okay. Yeah, so he's not anywhere near here, but he's back on the surface now. And it seems that he's around the general area of the entrance to the Gritting Fold, but I can't place like a specific location on him.
Well, for what it's worth, if he shows back up here, we'll definitely get into contact with you. I'm sure we'll deal with it ourselves, unless you have a way to get here in an instant. Otherwise, we'll be communicative about that, so we can try and stop this guy Sounds like a right piece of shit. Yeah. If he comes back looking for Hickory, we'll deal with him as best we can.
Yeah, he's becoming a real problem, isn't he?
Yeah. Me and Rue were able to fend him off, just the two of us, so with Bruce back, I think we'll be able to manage. And of course, you know, if you come across him, of course, I'm sure you all could deal with him.
Yeah, I don't think we'll be as polite as we were last time.
Did he display any sort of abilities or anything other than just disappearing away?
Yeah, he fought with the Morningstar, and he knew what he was doing with it. And he had some kind of magical capabilities. He's very strong.
Well, I do give him that. He's like of Orcish descent after all.
Also was able to injure Alder, so that does track.
If he was trying to get that artifact to hunt a dragon, I don't doubt that's something he'd be capable of.
Right, so, sorry, what time is it? What time is it around now? Don't know if we should like do another long rest here, or try make our way back to Varaxes now.
Around now, so it'd taken you 4 hours back, so it's about 7 p.m.
Okay. Well, I kind of hate to ask again, but I think it's alright before we set out, if we could, just stay the night again.
Of course, you're welcome here anytime.
We generally do. Like, really, thank you for everything you've done.
Well, you know, you kind of saved us. And, you know, you've been a big help to us too, so our home is your home. Yeah, I'd still be in that cage if you guys didn't help us. And, you're lovely company.
It was no trouble. So I suppose it means, get to make dinner for you all again.
Yeah, I'd love to cook with you again.
Bruce is sold.
Yeah, Bruce looks very happy about that. Yeah, you all settle in for the night. What is Barney cooking for dinner? Anything in particular?
Let's see. Gonna look up something again.
To the Google Cookbook.
Indeed.
While he's on that, is anyone doing anything now that you all are back?
Maybe since they've been so good to us for hosting and everything, maybe Palmer's looking around for maybe a little bit of house cleaning or something she can do to help them out.
Aw.
Yeah, you're definitely able to help out with that. At least between Rue and Vincent, they have a lot of fur, so definitely some sweeping to be done. A little tidying up, and they're definitely appreciative of it.
Can she build a second Rue and Vincent out of the
Yes,
fur?
absolutely. Absolutely, you could.
She will do that outside and giggle about it, but then won't show them because that would be ungracious. and maybe wash some dishes or something. I don't know. But
Yeah.
what they need done, she will try and do it.
Anyone else doing anything before dinner?
Honestly, not really.
If Gunther doesn't have anything, Talos will kind of like saunter up and request some sparring.
Oh yeah, I'm down with that.
Yeah, the two of you are easily able to get some sparring in. Are you doing anything in
can I see?
particular? Just kind of.
Wait, what did you say?
Oh, go ahead.
Oh, I was gonna ask, what did you say, Robin?
Oh, can I watch?
You can
Yeah.
join if you want.
Join in like the story?
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah, the
So what were
three
you
of you, the three of you get to sparring, and I imagine. So, are you just doing some practice fights, or what are you guys up to?
Like, I think for Talos, practice for sure, but he does want to use like some of his skills to really kind of test, like, how do I say this? He's not trying to hurt anyone, but he's still trying to go like he wants to go all out as he can without like within reason.
I think
Sure.
Gunther can accommodate that.
And
Sure.
as this is all going on, as the three of you are sparring and going all out.
Lightsaber, go ahead. You were saying something?
Uh,
Yeah, go ahead.
No, I wasn't saying anything.
Oh, okay, my bad.
I'll just prepare some willow bark tea.
You want to come join us, Candles?
That might be good.
Oh, nice.
Oh, is Kendall's joining the sparring?
No, she's sitting off to the side and making sure that there's pain treatments available.
Gotcha. And yeah, as this is going on, as the three are sparring, and as Candles, you're watching over, Candles, you notice the door opens, and stepping outside is Hickory. And I'll sit down beside you. I trust everything's all right now.
It seems so. I'm glad to see that you're alive.
Thank you. It was scary, yes. I heard commotion, and I was just wondering, and I looked out the window, and they're practicing? Kind of tilts his head.
Indeed. Are you still in any pain?
No, I think I'm all right now. I was certainly scared, though. If you cross paths with that guy, be careful.
Yes, he's very dangerous.
I saw him fighting against Rue and Vincent, and I kind of felt like he was holding back. I wasn't in the thick of it, so I wouldn't know, but he looked like he had the upper hand.
That... I wouldn't be so sure. From what they said, they seemed to be able to drive him off and he had to teleport away.
I wonder if he has some kind of plan, or if he's scheming something.
That is also possible.
I I just wanted to be able to live a normal life. I just wanted a bit of money. I had this artifact passed down to me, and I made a deal that I probably shouldn't have, and... Oh dear.
Unfortunately, we can't always choose to have normal lives.
I suppose not. I just wish it would get a little easier.
So, thankfully, it seems as if you will have the protection of Vincent, Rue, and Bruce for now.
I'm certainly thankful for that. I don't think I'd live very long without it. What will you all do after you leave here?
We have to return. We have to return to a friend. We parted ways a while back, and we need to return something that we retrieved.
Oh. Well, we haven't known each other long, but best of luck.
Thank you, and you as well, Hickory.
I'd say as this conversation is going on, the sparring is reaching its resolution. I'll leave it to the three of you up to who came out on top.
Rollies?
Roll.
Yeah, go for it.
Yeah, just everyone roll a d20, and whoever gets highest is the winner.
Right.
Robin with the nat 20.
I got a 10.
I got a 13.
What did Gunther get?
Gunther?
Gunther?
Sorry, I was muted for a second. I got a 9.
Damn.
Robin!
Robin broke some bones.
Yeah, so despite this
Womp
being
womp.
Robin's first time sparring with the two of you, Robin is very impressive in their display and are able to best the both of you.
I imagine because, like, Gunther and Talos are both kind of like the heavy hitter tanks. Robin is just, like, bobbing and weaving and just literally dancing through attacks.
Yeah, you're able to tire them both out.
I didn't know you could do that.
I might have a little of help.
I mean, you definitely defeated both of us, so I gotta give you your props on that.
Thank you.
That being said, now I'm kind of starving here.
Oh yeah, I worked up an appetite.
Yeah, that was exhausting. Do y'all wanna check if dinner is ready?
Absolutely.
Yep.
Yeah, heading inside, what has Barney cooked up?
So Barney did a lamb dinner with roast potatoes and pan-fried tomatoes.
Not had lamb in forever.
I don't think I've ever had lamb, and I want to.
Oh,
It sounds good.
It's very good.
Danelle makes a very good one.
I'm biased though because I'm Afrikaans and lamb is practically part of our DNA.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were not allowed to eat lamb growing up.
Because of
Oh.
what?
I guess my mom used to raise lambs.
Oh, that makes sense.
Ah.
So the idea of eating one was just never. She refused to cook it, and so
Yeah.
when I got to actually eat lamb for the first time, it was just like, choir
What if that-
singing from on high.
There are definitely more and less ethical ways to raise lambs for meat. It's always good to know where your meat comes from.
Yeah.
Yep.
Barney only use ethically sourced meats.
Barney, we-
ethically sourced from the picnic basket.
from farm to table.
Barney's, we have the meats.
I would 100% eat lab-grown meat. I don't know about you folks, but I would.
Oh yeah.
For sure.
I mean, meat's meat.
I would like to see the long-term studies of it first.
That's fair.
Makes sense.
But as a concept, it doesn't put me off.
Okay, Cordy.
I also agree with Cordy. But I don't think I would want to eat people who put very large amounts of chemicals inside themselves, like rich people
probably
tend
not.
to. So
In fairness, out of these characters, only one is human.
As you all are eating dinner and enjoying. Wow, why did my train of thought leave me? It departed the station.
you're thinking of delicious CEO meat.
I think maybe like since Barney did like promise like coffee, maybe he would have like made the coffee, and like maybe Rue could like try to change try to like turn that into like a dessert.
Oh, absolutely. Rue is able to make it into like maybe some kind of coffee
creme
cake.
brulee.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Tiramisu?
Ooh.
Ooh.
Very nice.
Yes.
I love tiramisu.
It is the
It's
best.
so good.
If it's made properly, there are some bad ones out there.
Mhm.
I've had some bad ones.
Yeah.
Yeah, Rue does in fact do that, and it makes a lovely, lovely dessert. And as you guys are eating dinner, Vincent will speak up and kind of ask, so did everything at the shrine go well?
Yeah. No issues as far as I'm aware of.
That's good to hear. I was just curious.
He did mention that the acolytes are out for a couple days, but I think they should be coming back in a little bit.
Do you think the feathers will be all right there?
They seem to want to try. They seem to offer their help. So
I have faith in them. I gave them enough resources. It's just good to see what happens to them.
yeah, they seem pretty genuine about wanting to help. Also, probably try to learn more about themselves. So there's that.
That's good. I can't say I'd be pleased if I realized my whole existence was to serve this awful person, and I was essentially a husk. I think I'd feel a bit down.
Yeah, that would be horrible.
But good on them. I'm sure they'll be able to make some positive change.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sadly, that can't be said about Llewellyn.
Well, it comes down to their willingness, and something tells me that he's not willing to do anything like that.
I've not seen a lot of... Well, when me and Rue were trapped in the fortress, I didn't see a lot of Llewellyn, but when I did, he was certainly, scary. He's capable of a lot. And I think that's why people readily obey him out of fear.
Yeah, so I'll say we'll deal with him in due time.
I'm sure you will.
Yeah.
And we'll be by your side whenever you need us.
Well, thank you. I think we're probably going to need all the allies we can find to, deal with him and his like.
Well, yeah, you've certainly got us, and I know you guys are dealing with a lot, but we'll help however we can. Even if that means just baking you a cake. I'm really good at that.
I trust you are, for sure.
They're good cakes.
Thank you. I can make you some pastries for the road.
That would be lovely.
Yeah, following dinner, does anyone do anything before bed?
No.
I want to read the book I stole.
I forgot you stole books.
The one on souls.
Yeah.
So yeah, you begin to read through the book, and it begins to detail. It begins by detailing the process of breaking down a soul, extracting it from someone, and what that essence causes. That process essentially causes the body to disconnect from the weave. It is severed from the weave, and that body begins to eat itself. It begins to rapidly deteriorate until there's nothing left. And past that, you're able to learn of rituals that would allow you to transfer souls to different bodies. Essentially, a vessel without a soul is able to take one on, and not only does that reconnect them to the weave, but a soul inserted into a body that it wasn't once a part of begins to change the body itself as well. That body will shape to what that person once was, in essence, creating a likeness to the original body. Not exactly. So, say if you were to take a human soul and put it into a dragonborn, that dragonborn wouldn't become a human person. It would just make the body feel more familiar as it gets readjusted. But you learn all the various details of soul manipulation, and even a bit about how you could call forth souls that you have familiarized yourself with.
Cool.
It is indeed forbidden knowledge. Yes. Yeah, does anyone else do anything before they head to bed?
I think, considering the enormous hike we've just been on, Barney is definitely gonna wash up.
Yeah, you're able to get washed up, and you're able to freshen up nicely. Because you guys did go on a essentially 8-hour journey.
Yeah.
Definitely bathe and get the mane all floofed.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, Gunther could probably use that time to like shed a few scales.
Absolutely. Does anyone get Ponto to take a bath?
Yeah.
All,
If-
all we need to do is get a big enough bath and throw bits of food in it.
or just Chinese.
Like
Just
a
toss
trapped
it bread
moat.
Just toss it bread like a duck.
Yeah.
Yeah, I might try that. Like, if people are willing to help me, I'll see if we can get Ponto in the bath.
Ponto wall chips into a duck and just like just like
Floats.
bob and like floats on top of it.
Yeah, does anyone help
Um,
Gunther in that endeavor?
I would if I thought there was a chance it could work.
Alice will help.
I'll basically like put a few like coins in the bath, just
Oh,
tell Ponto, and just tell Ponto that there are some coins there that need to be picked up.
yeah, that's sound. Yeah, in a
But you
heartbeat.
have to pick them up naked. And also put soap on yourself.
The water's soapy,
Okay. But how's he
so
gonna...
he has to kind of like search through it.
Oh, like, you mean like there's foam on top?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Interesting.
He's
Okay.
using the money like a kid's toy to keep him entertained while he sits in the soapy water.
Yeah.
Put some Epsom salts in there.
I haven't had
On
a
those
Epsom
in
salt
the
bath
water.
in so long. But it was so nice last I did.
I bought a huge tub of Epsom salt because I was trying to heal a lemon tree on this property, but now that we're moving, I could use all of that Epsom salt for myself.
Yeah.
True.
That-
To
Oh, yeah.
enrich my own life.
The new place does have a bigger bath.
Nice.
Yes, does
luxuriant.
Ponto fall for this this play to get him to bathe?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, you get in there, you're searching for these coins. The water smells nice. It's very warm and yeah. Is Gunther doing anything more, or is work done?
I'll say that is anytime Ponto like pops up, I'll like try to like scrub his face a little bit. Just say like, just trying to keep the bubbles out of your eyes. They can sting a little bit.
If you got a long-handled, stiff bristled broom,
Oh,
you could brush him a
Alice is
little.
the brush.
The loofah.
Yeah, surely enough, the two of you are able to get Ponto pretty clean as he's searching for these coins.
Question.
Sure.
How thick a layer of grime is on the top of the top? Are we talking like?
I'm so glad.
Are we talking
So
a
glad
thin
we're
layer,
here.
or are we talking a thin layer, or are we talking like Sen bathing the stink spirit in?
Oh Lord.
So
Spirit away.
the best way to describe, because Ponto really is the only one engaging with the water, which is masterful by fucking optics over here. Masterful. So it's like steeping a black tea bag.
Oh wow.
There's
We
gonna
just see
be
the tendrils
So you
coming
can
out.
see like
the Pirates
you
of
can
Dark
see
Water.
something just like drifting into the water.
There's
I
gonna
get
be
that
sediment
reference
at the
now.
bottom of that tub.
Looks like an oil spill.
I mean, to be fair,
And
this could be
And so
the
now
porta
he
potty.
cannot see him. Now he cannot see the coins. The coins he has not collected are now in murky black water.
You
So
gotta
he's
get
going to repeatedly, like, effectively dive into the water. to try to like feel the bottom of the tub to get him.
And yeah,
And he's
feeling
low-key
around.
waterboarding himself, but
Oh,
otherwise,
no.
he's on the rinse cycle.
You do eventually grab hold of them as you feel around. You feel something metallic against your palm and are able to resurface with them. Seems the plan has worked.
No one tell
Nice.
Crow there's coins to be found inside a bath. Poor thing might drown himself.
We just have to put in the bird bath. That's all.
True, true.
But yeah, I'll help him like towel off. Just be like, "Good job, bud. Really proud of you."
Thanks. It was all according to plan.
I'll
Coughs up some water.
I'll give Talos a knowing wink for and thank him for like helping out.
Talos tries to read this and then like pulls out some like scented oil from his pack and just rubs it in his hair.
Honestly, valid. I kind of wanted to do that too, but I didn't have any scented oil, so.
Talos is a Grecian snob.
got that expensive Rosvaldian oils
Yeah, that every commoner has.
that
Now that
Rosvalda's royalty has.
Well, now that we anointed his head with oil, we need a cup to run it over.
Is it gonna be a case of like Ponto's gonna come out and be so shiny and clean that we don't recognize him?
He definitely has like a glow to him that you've never seen before, I imagine.
He looks less matte, and more. You can
Glossy.
definitely tell that there's his hair is a lot redder than most of y'all probably have ever seen.
Oh my god.
Ponto had a glow up.
How many sticks or bugs have come out in the bath?
Many. I
Well,
imagine.
he didn't
You
do
need
enough
a-
for them to come out. His hair is still perfectly in the same shape. But if you look real closely, you can see woven within the strands of his hair are like sticks and stuff that are supporting it that way.
Scaffolding.
How do you keep your hair up like that? Hairspray
Tho-
desperation.
Those are load-bearing sticks.
You take them off. They take him off. He physically and emotionally collapses.
His head falls off his body.
Stilts for the bun.
I think
Right.
Pom would like to call her mom and check in with them.
Sure. Yeah, you call up your mom. Oh, hello, dear. Pom?
Hi, Mom. Are you busy? Sorry, I didn't mean to disturb you.
Oh no, you're fine. I just got back from a walk. Me and Thatch went out for a bit.
Nice. Did you see anything cool?
Not really. It's kind of quiet, eerily so, actually.
Oh, should I be worried?
Probably not. Just means there's probably predators around.
I'm
that's
sure
not
you and
worrisome at all.
I'm sure you and Thatch are more than capable of handling yourselves. Or perhaps the forest creatures see you as the predators. I'm not sure.
Maybe. Could be coyotes.
Could be.
Mom,
Just,
scaring away the corpse brigands.
Be careful. No one's been bothering you, right?
No? Have you been alright?
We have been in a couple of fights, but we did alright for ourselves. I did some damage to a bad guy, I think. We trapped a big phoenix in a weird dimension. Does that count?
That sounds like a book I've read, actually.
Really? What's it called?
Phoenix Dimension.
Sorry, I know I'm putting the GM on the spot by asking for book titles. Well, I just wanted to see if you guys were alright and let you know that I'm alright. And we don't talk nearly enough, I think, so that's why I'm calling. I just wanted to have a little check-in.
Well, it's always good to hear from you, and yeah, Thatch and I are fine. It's been quiet in town recently. Good quiet, not like, bad quiet.
Not coyote quiet.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
It's more
right.
the woods around that are coyote quiet.
All the time? Or just now?
No, just on the walk. It was nice earlier. Birds chirping, sun out.
Nice. Crow wants to say hello.
Hello.
Good boy.
Glad to see Crow's doing well too.
Yes. He got a whole bunch of shinies to add to his collection. We kind of...
His little letter opener.
Yeah. His little... Didn't he have like a tiny fork or something? What did we give him last time?
Yeah, I think you did give him a fork. He has a dragon chess piece. He has a fork. He has a letter opener. He's got a good collection.
Oh yes, the tiny letter opener that looks like a sword.
Yeah.
I remember now. That's so cute. We looted a bad guy's safe. So, if you need anything from the Viridian Fold, I could get it for you.
Maybe some spices. If
Ooh,
you come by any.
Good shot. I do have some butterflies that taste like mint.
They taste like mint?
Yes, strangely enough.
There's a part of me that says ew, but there's a part of me that sounds that sounds really interesting, and I really want to try that.
Right? I wouldn't have tried it except that Crow ate one, and I was kind of tethered to Crow at the time, so they taste really good, and I think eating bugs is alright.
Oh yeah, it's fine when you do it, but when I do it, it's fucking crazy.
Pontus is like, I see how it is.
But yes, it's really good to hear from you, and stay safe, and
Will do.
you and your friends are welcome here anytime.
Thanks, Mom.
Of course.
Okay, well, sleep well.
Thanks, yeah. We're gonna get to bed because we're gonna go to speak early because there's gonna be a big show in the Coliseum tomorrow. I'm very excited.
Ooh. Have fun.
Thanks. You too. Be safe.
Lock the doors. Okay, bye.
Oh, so that was your mother?
Is that Gower?
Yeah, it's Gower.
Yes, that was my mother. She's cool.
Yeah. She seems very like you.
I think so too. Though I'm a little concerned about the coyotes. Do they normally attack people-sized things?
Probably.
Very comforting. They'll be fine, right? I'm sure they'll be fine. We've buried a body together. They'll be fine.
Oh, Coward just kind of blinks.
fuck. Well, I suppose Pom will also have a nice bath in her portal potty and clean up from the road and from the house cleaning and stuff. And in an attempt to maybe dream about somewhere cool to paint, she will put some essential oils in the bath, completely inspired by Talos, who anointed Ponto.
Yeah, it smells lovely, and it probably does wonders for your fur.
Excellent. I'll be smooth and shiny.
Yeah, you are able to do that before you settle down and head to sleep. Does anyone else do anything?
I think that's it for me, for Gunther.
Dallas is in bed.
Alrighty. So yeah, as you all head to bed for the night, having had your long trek to the Shrine of Winter and back, I believe that's where we'll call today's session. And we will pick back up in 2 weeks. We'll be back on the 21st, if that works for everybody.
Hey.
Alright.
I will not be there, unfortunately.
Sad face.
We get
I
access.
will be on a plane.
Ah, that makes sense.
Where are you flying to?
Georgia.
Okay.
Oh.
We get access to our new place probably that Friday. It should be fine. I don't think we're gonna be doing massive amounts of
No, I
moving.
don't think so.
But from, let's see, the 2 weeks after that, we are doing our big move on the 3rd, which will make the 5th basically 2 days after a massive move. So I'm not even sure if we will have internet on the 5th.
Yeah, that's fair.
Yeah.
So
what we could do is we could have session on the 21st, and so we don't have to wait 2 weeks, we could also play that following weekend, the 28th, if that works for people.
it should be fine.
I think
I
so.
think we're probably not gonna have our computers packed up by then.
Yeah.
And that's
yet. I think
understandable.
we're
You have a
probably-
big move to make.
Yeah.
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 Yeah, the 28th is the birthday of Nouns, so I'm going to go to the house. So I don't think I'm going to be around the 28th.
Well,
I
let's
think-
see how the 21st looks. Maybe we should
Yeah.
discuss it then again.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What we'll do is we'll plan tentatively to play on the 21st, and once that session's over, we'll plan from there. As in, people
Sure.
might have better ideas on things, and, we can come to a solution together.
Sounds
Yeah.
good.
Sounds good.
Heck yeah.
Oh god, I don't want to move.
Sounds like a plan, Stan.
Yeah, chat, thank you for joining us. I hope you all have a lovely rest of your Saturday, and take it easy. Bye, chat.
Yeah,
Bye.
thanks. Thanks
Bye.
everyone.
Later.